The UFC is headed to Saudi Arabia with a couple of top 5 middleweights, and the question becomes, can Robert Whittaker get back to his title, or is there a new era of middleweights on the rise? My name is Angelo. This is We Want Picks, and I'm going to give you my PrizePicks entry for UFC Abu Dhabi. If you don't know what PrizePicks is, it's daily fantasy. You come in here, you say more or less than any of the numbers you see on the screen, you slap a few of them together, and you can make a whole bunch of money. It is super fun. It is easy. And they will even give you free money to play. The only thing you need to do to get the free money is go to wewantpicks.com/prizepicks. Use promo code WWP. And then after you build your first little $5 entry, which I'm about to give you, they will give you $50 instantly that you can use. $50 instantly on the spot, a few seconds after submitting your first lineup. So I'm about to give you a lineup. Throw $5 at this. If it hits, incredible. If it misses, it's okay. You just got $50 from them to play with. WeWantPicks.com/prizepicks, promo code WWP. Let's go ahead and dive in. This is an interesting fight card because there's 12 fights, which is great. There's a couple of short notice fights. There's a couple of on paper mismatches. So now it's an interesting dynamic here where we should have mismatches. We definitely have some stylistic conflicts like striker versus grappler. So we got to be careful with the strike lines. We got to be careful with the fight minutes. But let's go ahead and jump in. If I'm looking at the popular tab, I love this tab now. All this is doing is basically saying, hey, here's where all the money is going. They're not going to go quite as far as telling you if people are doing more or less, but they are telling you everybody that's doing UFC prize picks here are playing these lines. So I like to start here and see what stands out at me. And the very first one that jumped off the page at me was Bogdan Guskov, 15.5 significant strikes. We're going to hit the more there. If you go look at his fight history, he's cruising past that number more often than he's not. If you go to my website and use the fight simulator, which simulates fights 100,000 times, it gives you the important data points along the way, like how many strikes Bogdan lands in wins and losses in this matchup. He's at about 30. So he's double this number. Obviously, last week it said Marcin Prochnow was going to go over his, but he was this close. So I think Bogdan Guskov will go over this number. I think Nikita Krylov is going to try to grapple. And I think Bogdan Guskov is going to be swinging for the fences many times over as hard as he can. 16 significant strikes is not a lot. Even if the very first strike he throws rocks Nikita Krylov, there could be 15 more strikes after that just to get him out of there. I love this number, especially when Nikita is shooting takedowns and Bogdan's going to be trying to light up that body, hit the head to work out of that. So we're going to go ahead and go from there. If we continue to look at the rest of these lines, now it gets tricky. We have Petr Yan and Marcus McGee. Petr Yan to get 76.5 significant strikes. That's a lot, especially for a guy that takes the first round off in a 3-round fight. Robert Whittaker in the main event, 13.25 fight minutes. Again, this is tricky. That should be fine. But what if Robert Whittaker gets dragged to the ground? What if Robert Whittaker fraud checks Renier de Ridder the same way he fraud checked Ikram Aliskirov? So there's a lot of anomaly lines type here that make it a little bit tricky. Asu Almabayev over 2.5 takedowns. I do like that. The only reason I'm not going to hit that is because occasionally Asu will just strike it out. Will not go to the wrestling. So I'm okay with leaving that on the board. Bryce Mitchell, 2.5 takedowns. This is his first fight at bantamweight. His very first fight at 135 pounds. Seemingly, he looks incredible. He was shirt off, flexing for the gram, and he looks incredible. He looks like he's going to make the weight no problem. He looks like he cut the weight correctly. He doesn't look sucked out. He doesn't look drawn out. He's got plenty of personality and pop at the press conference. He should be fine. Now, does he need 3 takedowns? Does he get to 3 takedowns? I don't know. So we're going to leave that alone. Let's go ahead and move over to regular significant strikes. We already did the more on the Bogdan. The lady fights, typically more on them should be fine, but we may get Tabitha Ricci holding Amanda Ribas against the cage the whole time trying to take her down, which would keep their significant strike number lower. We got Davy Grant, Damon Blackshear. That fight, in all likelihood, should go to a decision. So let's take a look at fight time and see if we have the over there, and we do. So we'll go ahead and add 14.99 fight minutes. I think we end up with a decision. Neither one of those gentlemen are particularly dangerous. So we should, for that fight, be good for it to go to a decision. And I'm going to go to significant strikes combo. This is a newer addition. I think they added it about a month ago. This is basically saying instead of picking this fighter to go over or under their strikes and their opponent to go over or under, we're just going to combine that. And in this fight, here's your total. And if I take a look at that and we have Davy Grant and Damon Blackshear, it's 115.5. And I like the more as well. Now, PrizePicks isn't going to let me do 2 lines. Let's try to submit it. It's going to kick it out and say no. It's not going to let me do 2 lines in the same fight. So, your choice is, do you think it goes to a decision? Is it more likely to go to a decision or more likely to land all of these strikes? I'm going to go with the strikes and not the decision. So let's go ahead and get rid of the 14.99 fight minutes because I do think they're going to get after it. They are 2 busy strikers. I think Davy Grant is going to move forward, put up a ton of volume with his head down like he does. I think Damon Blackshear will meet that energy, probably try to work in a takedown or 2. And I think they're going to get past combined 115.5 significant strikes. If you take a look at takedowns, I was hoping for some more here. The Tabitha Ricci one, I don't think she gets there. Tabitha Ricci's takedowns have taken an absolute nosedive in the last year or 2. She starts dating a pale, see-through boxer, and she just abandoned everything she knew about grappling. She is struggling to get the takedowns and thinks she's a striker now. 2 takedowns doesn't seem very likely, so I'm going to leave it alone because this does seem like a tricky fight card. I'm confident with these 2. So this is going to be our entry. We're going to do a power play. $20 wins us 60. $5 will win you 15, and then you immediately get $50. So if you want $50 for free in your account, the only thing you need to do is go to WeWantPicks.com/PrizePicks, use promo code WWP, build yourself an entry. I'm just doing this nice, simple 2-leg Bogdan Guskov, more on his significant strikes, Damon Blackshear and Davy Grant, more on their combined strikes. You throw $5 at it. If it hits, you have $15 and then a free $50, so you have $65. If it misses, you lost the 5, but you get $50 for free instantly. This is going to be my entry. If you like it, great. If you don't, that's fine. Build your own. Get the free money. WeWantPicks.com/PrizePicks. Promo code WWP.